Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So we're out here at the Deer Lease on opening weekend, and we got Colton with us, along with Nathan. We are going to do our impressions on a Ken Byron Ventures tobacco, which came out, about a year ago, and it's called Redline. Now, Redline has Carolina Reds in it. It has South American Reds in it. It also has some dark Virginias in there as well. Basically, it's a straight Virginia. It's a ribbon cut. There are no flavorings, at least no flavorings listed. The strength on this one's a medium. The taste on this one is a medium. So let's go ahead and get started, guys, and give our thoughts about Ken Byron's Redline.
All right.
Let's start with the 10 note.
So the first thing I said when I smelt this, I said, man, this has got a weird balance in between Peter Heinrich's Virginia blends and then that Sutliff tangy red Virginias that they have. It's got a good in between. It's got that tangy smell, a little bit of ketchupiness. Little smoky peatiness coming through, and it's just really singing to me. I like the way it smells.
Definitely those tangy smells is what I'm getting off the top. You know, nice and tangy, a little bit of citrusy, maybe a grassy kind of hay, maybe from the, the bright Virginias in there.
Yeah.
But nice and tangy. That's good.
To me, this is one of the least impactful scents on a red Virginia that I've smelt in a long time. It doesn't have a whole lot of punch to it, that real, tartness that you get from it has some tartness, but it's not strong, and it's really balanced out pretty nicely with those darks in there.
Yep.
Balance is a good word.
So I get a little bit of a tartness. I get quite a bit of grassy and hayness in this as well. Light sweetness, maybe a touch of like honey in there.
Maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit. A little sweetness in there.
Maybe a kind of a cereal kind of smell as well.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm trying
to... breadiness.
A breadiness, yeah. I like it.
That's a good tin.
Yeah, that's a good tin note.
It's really not very strong at all. The tin note, I mean, if the taste profile is going to be a medium, the tin note would be like a moderate to even light.
Yep.
Hardly even there. All right, well, let's go on to the taste. What are you guys tasting on this one?
This one is smooth. Like I don't know if it's been aged or it is just an incredibly toned down version of those same flavors you get, in my opinion, that are typical red Virginia flavors. Your hay, your kind of fruity, your tangy sweetness, and then but all mellowed down to where it's just a very smooth, velvety almost smoke.
Yeah, I'm not getting a real big tartness from the reds on this at all. I get more of a straight Virginia taste on this, kind of a grassiness, little bit of fruitiness, kind of a citrusy fruitiness in this, little bit of a tangy sweetness in there, just a little bit, but also a vegetal taste.
Yeah.
Quite a bit on this.
What about you, bud?
Admittedly, I don't smoke a pipe as often as I used to. Just don't. Haven't been really doing it too much. But, you guys getting like a peppery kind of taste on there?
That was slight heat.
Little bit of spiciness. It's not overbearing or anything, but a little bit of that. I get what you're saying about the grassy. It's a Virginia. It's a Virginia, but I can taste those kind of tangy reds in there just a little bit, but mostly just that grassy kind of smooth. It's smooth too, like you said, very smooth smoke.
Last night when I smoked this in a cob, I got more of an earthy flavored profile on this than a spiciness. So in a cob, to me, it kind of it's even different. But it's even more rounded.
Yeah.
Than it is in a briar.
Yeah.
At least this briar. Yeah, I mean
It's a very
It's-
smooth, easy.
And there's nothing really fancy about it. I mean, there's a straight Virginia taste to this. Little bit of a red on the red side. Yeah. But I tell you what, I'm puffing it pretty hard right now because I'm having a little bit of trouble with the wind and everything.
Yep.
And it's getting a little hot on me.
Yep.
So you need to be careful with this one because it can
get
bite.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys got anything else you want to add to the flavor profile?
I'm getting more of that vegetativeness, that vegetal flavor. A lot more of those darker kind of earthy flavors coming through. The more I'm smoking it, the hotter and more condensed the coal is getting. That's being formed on top. It seems to be tasting a little different as I go further down.
And to me, I'm not getting a whole lot of complexity. It's a pretty
Straightforward.
simple smoke.
You have in the notes here kind of a cigar flavor. That's what that's whenever I'm actually smoking now. I usually have just a cheap cigar, but that I can taste the cigar a little bit in there.
Yeah.
So that's good. I like that. No, it's a really smooth smoke. Redline.
So when I was smoking this at home, being able to check the room note on this, it's a pretty full room note. It's the room note is stronger than the tin note and the flavor for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a real full tobacco room note on this. I don't know about what you guys...
it's hard to get because we've only smoked it. I've only smoked this out here.
Yep.
And it's impossible to get a room note out here.
It's pretty tough. But that's interesting that you say that it's a stronger room note than it is a tin note.
And it's very tobacco-y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot in it.
I believe that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I believe that because it's a very, very straightforward, not complex. This is just a solid Virginia smoke is what it is.
Yeah. The moisture level on this, what do you guys think about the moisture level? It's a little bit more.
I think it needs a little dry time.
Yeah, well, whenever I was pulling it apart, it's like shag carpet. Man.
Yeah, it was pretty
stringy. You got to pull it, and you can feel the moisture.
Well, he does vacuum seal that in those Mylar bags.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And so that's part of what you're getting.
Gotcha. I mean, it's not a bad thing by any means. I mean, it packed really easy because it was all kind of, all in one little spot.
Yep. And it dries out. I've already burnt through it on this pipe.
That's a teeny tiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't find anything real complex about this, and it's fairly easy to smoke.
Yeah.
Not something you got to sit there and think about.
No. This doesn't take a lot of effort. Not a lot of. It's just a solid smoke.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the nicotine content on this?
It will satisfy your nicotine craving, I think.
Yeah.
This is about a medium.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. It's if you're looking for a quick little nicotine, this is it. But it's not going to overwhelm you.
Yeah.
If you don't go too fast or anything like that.
Yeah, depending on how you pack this is going to determine how it burns and how everything goes for you. Like right now, I'm struggling a little bit just to get it going, keep it going, and I'm getting some moisture down at the bottom right now. But I'm really puffing hard to try to keep it going.
Yeah.
Typically, I would say that there's not a whole lot of bite on this if you're able to smoke it nice and easy. Yeah. It's not really harsh.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of weight to this tobacco. It's very tobacco-y.
Yeah.
If that's a word.
Yeah.
Burns pretty decent. It burns at a moderate pace. I need a few more relights with this one because of the moisture.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the aftertaste on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, we've had some really interesting tobaccos recently. We've kind of jumped into those McClellans and this, that, and the other thing, and this one is kind of nice to just come back to a simple,
easy to smoke one.
Easy to smoke one. Yeah, a little bit of dampness in the bowl. To me, it's not an all-day smoke. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm an English guy.
I was about to say, to me, this would be a working day smoke.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's easy. You pull it out of the jar, pack it in your pipe, smoke it. No thought necessary, no real contemplation. Now, the only thing that would stop me from it being an all-day smoke is I don't think I think it's a little too much for a first morning smoke.
Okay.
And I like to have something to treat myself at the end of the day as my last smoke.
Gotcha.
So I would say this is a good filler.
Kind of your midday.
Midday filler smoke, yeah.
Right on.
But I could have 3 or 4 bowls of this in the midday kind of smoke,
Right on.
depending on how long the day was.
Well, you can only get this at Ken Byron's website, which is kbven.com. Like I said, it comes in 2-ounce
Mylar sealed bags.
Mylar sealed bags, and it's $14.99 per bag, which breaks down to about $7.50 an ounce, something like that.
About reasonable.
This one, I we'll go ahead and give it its rating. What do you guys think about this?
You go first. I'm still thinking.
This is a solid smoke. I think, how easy is it? How often
it's
does he
available now?
have it? Okay, so he has it pretty, like, if I were to get on there now and then, okay. Because I know some of his blends, he makes only a certain amount at a certain time. I would say for me, this one, I wish we did quarter scores. Because I don't want to give it a full 3.5. Because it's not a very complex, not a very scream it to the skies kind of smoke. But I don't want to give it a solid 3 because I feel it's a little better than that. But I am going to go ahead and sit at a 3, actually.
Okay.
Because I feel it's a little better than that. 3+. Well, I'm just going to say that, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No. Smooth. Pretty regular. Just I don't like a lot of frills with my tobacco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it to be just pretty straightforward. Do what you got to do. I like this one because it is just that. It's a really good smoke. Takes care of what you need it to do.
Yep.
You can smoke it more than once a day. 3.5.
Yeah.
It's a good smoke.
This is a no nonsense kind of smoke. I mean, it's just basically stuff and go.
Yep.
You don't have to think about it. Be a good one for riding in your vehicle.
Yep.
Good one for working in the garage.
Yep.
Whatever it
Mowing
is.
the yard,
just
whatever,
just not to think about. As a red Virginia, and that's what it's classified as, a straight red Virginia. It's a little lackluster.
Yeah, it's got some steep competition in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would more definitely pick the Sutliff Red Virginia Crumble Cake over this.
Oh.
But saying that, if you're looking for something that is just very simple and easy to smoke, this is a good one. But for me, it's right about at a 3.
Okay.
Well, the 3s have it then.
The 3s have it, yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, so this is our thoughts about the Ken Byron Ventures Redline. Now, there's some really great stuff. I absolutely love Ken Byron's Byronic slices, Byronic fragments, Byronic Hero. I love Jupiter slices. Those Red Virginias have really kind of a power to it, and a really McClellan-y. Is that a word? McClellan.
It is now. It's a term.
Feel to it. This one, it's nothing like that. It's totally different. And if you're looking for something just easy to smoke, you don't smoke Red Virginias that often.
This is a good one.
This might be a good one to get into.
Yep.
All right. So next week we got the Texas Pipe Show. Hope we get to see a bunch of you guys there. Make sure that you come and say hi to us. I know me and Nathan will be there.
Yep.
So come say hi to us and share a pipe with us. We'll bring some tobaccos for everybody to try. And then after that, we've got some tobacco tasters coming up and another edition of the McClellan Grand Oriental series.
That's right. Yep.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you guys are we going to do like a Christmas kind of blend as well?
We've been thinking about our Christmas blend.
I've got a few holiday blends that's coming up. Right now, I've been smoking a lot of the Jolly Old St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
And this year, Cornell and Deal has put out a different version of the corncob pipe and a button nose.
Yep.
So that's probably going to be on the list to smoke.
Cool.
That one is surprisingly more of a straight, more of a Virginia than it is an aromatic.
You were telling me about that on the drive up here.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So we probably might do something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you watching. Don't forget,
Make all your piping moments count.
we'll see you next time. Have a great week.
Bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.